Welcome to another edition of Book Talk with Tracy. Today I want to talk a little bit about Nanowrimo. So I'm not talking about one of my books specifically, but just sort of the importance of that platform and how important it's been for me as a writer anyways over the last 10 years or so. Now, for those who don't know, Nanowrimo is short for National Novel Writing Month. It's this crazy thing, I'm not even sure when it began, where people from all over sign up to write 50,000 words during the month of November. And so you have 30 days to write those 50,000 words. And I remember my first time doing it in 2010, it did seem like a daunting task. And, you know, when you go on forums and things and talk to people, they're like, oh, I'm just, so crazy, so much coffee and all that kind of stuff. I have found now, since I've been doing it for more than 10 years, that it's probably not as daunting as it used to be. But I do, for whatever reason, find it really inspiring. And I know, I should be able to do that any month of the year, really. Like, sit down and get to work. But for whatever reason, it just is very inspiring and very motivating, I guess is the word, when you actually sign up and you're writing along with other people, and maybe because you've announced it to the world that you're trying to do this thing. I'm not quite sure what the real motivation is, but for whatever reason, it seems to work. So I really look forward to it every year. It's like, yay, November is my favorite month of the year. And in fact, over the 10 years that I've been doing it, 1 year I kind of dropped the ball in 2016, and I didn't really write much, so I didn't fulfill my goal, but every other year I have. And out of the 10 finished books that I wrote, manuscripts, of course, they're very rough. I mean, super rough. They need lots of editing and lots of revision. But 6 of those 10 actually have gone on to be published novels. So the very first one I completed, actually, in 2010 was Strand, which then I did publish in 2018. My agent had it for a while, and it did get shopped around and things, and then I decided to publish it under my own imprint in 2018. So Strand had its beginnings with NaNoWriMo, and in fact the other 2 books in the series, Blood Ties and Tempest, also began as NaNoWriMo projects. Of course, 50,000 words is a very short novel, so both of these are longer than that, but it's a starting point anyways. And it's really cool that I was able to take those rough manuscripts and turn them into something else. In fact, 2 other books in a series, the Neighbors series and book number 2, Keeping Up with the Neighbors, also began as nano projects, believe it or not. Again, lots more than 50,000 words, but it was really fun for me to do that. And it's just really motivating. Last year, actually, I wrote Aliens Among Us. It was called Alien Allies when I wrote it as a nano project. But then I think it's probably the shortest turnaround in terms of wrote it, thought, maybe I'm going to try and get this published. And so I went through the revisions and edits and things and came up with Aliens Among Us. So those are the 6 that I've had some success with that started as nano projects. I've got a few others there that I wrote, and they're still sitting in their rough state on my computer, but someday I might polish them up and publish them too. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of insight into how something that's kind of almost random can be so important, and it certainly has been for me. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. Because, of course, when I'm filming this, it is November, and I am participating again this year, but I'm not going to tell you what I'm working on. I'll save that for another time. So in any case, I hope that you are having a wonderful day, and I hope that you'll join me again for another book talk. where I will be talking about my books and other people's books and other writer-related things. Head over to my website, tracykrause.com, where you can see a list of my many books and plays. I have more than 30 titles published at this time through various publishing houses. They're not all self-published. I do have an imprint of my own, but I have worked with several other traditional publishers over the years and had lots of contracts and things like that, kind of in both areas on both sides of the fence. So that is all for today, and I hope that you can join me again sometime. Bye-bye.